Hey everyone, welcome to Malleus Gaming. I'm Malleus, and today I'll be giving my thoughts on the demo for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin. Let's get into it. In Realms of Ruin, you play as the Stormcast Eternals, heroic warriors blessed with divine powers from the god king Sigmar. Fueled by the magic of the heavenly realm of Azir, the Stormcast lead a crusade of reclamation into the savage realm of beasts, or Gur. Under your command, you will lead these elite warriors against hordes of brutal green-skinned Orruks and the sinister spirits of the undead Nighthaunt. Right off the bat, this game is gorgeous. The cinematics and character models are extremely well done, with the Stormcast looking resplendent in their glorious golden armor. I'm not an Age of Sigmar tabletop player, but I have bought some of their miniatures and it is really awesome seeing these models accurately recreated and in motion. The art style is very faithful to the tabletop, and the environmental design is great in visually establishing just how dangerous the realm of beasts can be. The visuals hold up even under close inspection, as you can zoom in during the battles and watch your soldiers fight close up. It's such a treat seeing the electrical flare-ups as a Stormcast hammer smashes aside an Orruk, or a dragon's fiery breath burns a swath through some bunched up enemy units. The visuals aren't the only high point for the game's presentation either, as the music, voice acting, and sound design are all extremely well done.
Stormdrake Guard to the front!
Regarding the gameplay itself, Realms of Ruin has what I'd consider a very solid basis. Overall, I was getting a very strong Dawn of War 2 or Halo Wars vibes. You have a key base building from which you can recruit and upgrade your units, and which serves as a fallback point for your units on the field. It's vital you keep your main base safe, as its destruction means you lose the mission. Your resources are split between Command and Realmstone, and you can increase your supply by capturing secondary objective points spread out on the map, much like in Dawn of War. Not only are your resources used for upgrades and recruitment, but they're also vital for using your unit's special abilities. Speaking of, not only do your basic units have abilities, such as your shield-bearing Liberator units being able to buff their armor, or your flying prosecutors able to dive down to crush your foes, but your characters can turn the tide of a battle with their own powerful abilities. Your Lord Commander can buff the damage of your surrounding units, for instance, while your Standard Bearer can channel the celestial magic of Azir to heal and replenish your units. I found this last ability particularly useful, as replenishment is typically only able to be done at your primary base, which can be quite far from the front lines at times. Realms of Ruin has a rather interesting UI, in that it's very minimalistic. I suppose this is due to it being made with consoles in mind. While I do enjoy how there isn't really any clutter blocking your view, it does have a problem in that you can't view any information on your unit's stats. There's no way to see their attack power, armor, speed, or anything else like that. The game seems to try to get around this issue by using a rock, paper, scissors approach with the units. The symbols each unit has represent its role. Sword units are strong against shield units, which are strong against ranged units, which are then in turn strong against sword units. Characters and other units like monsters can sit outside of this rule set, which further adds to how important they are to winning your battles. This minimalist approach also plays into maneuvering your forces around the battle. Doing so is, on paper, really easy. You can select multiple or individual units and put them into different control groups, and you can then either move them or attack move them. You can even issue a series of orders through shift clicking. A direct attack move will have them target whatever you click on, while attack moving close to an enemy will have them move up and then engage what comes close. Now, while this is easy enough to get a hold of, it does mean that finer control suffers. your units often blob up, and there aren't any options for having them march in any sort of formation. This can easily lead to your weaker range units being flanked, as the AI's units can spawn in from any edge of the battlefield, even from places you've secured. This can be particularly frustrating when your units, which seem rather slow, can only come from your main base, and they hobble their way to the front lines. Additionally, unless you use the command to retreat your units all the way back to your base, there's no way to pull them back out of combat. Once they're engaged in the melee, they're pretty much stuck there until the enemy or they are dead. This can lead to big battles becoming a bit of a mess, as there's no way for you to micro your units out of an unfavorable fight, or into something they'd be more useful against. Overall, I did really enjoy playing the demo for Realms of Ruin. The presentation is great, and the controls are fairly easy to get a hold of. The gameplay is very reminiscent of the Dawn of War or Halo Wars games, so if you enjoyed those games, you'd probably like this one. While I do like the minimalist UI, I would very much prefer if we could see more information for our units. While the rock, paper, scissors approach is a simple enough solution, being able to know more details of just what your units are capable of would help in making tactical decisions. Also, having more control over our units would be wonderful, such as being able to lock them into a formation. Having more control over positioning them properly during battles would help avoid every fight just turning into a blob attacking another blob. Warhammer Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin has been a fun experience, and while it doesn't revolutionize the strategy genre, it does feature some solid core gameplay. Hopefully, it'll continue to deliver. If you enjoyed this, guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out, everyone. Bye!
I see his enemies draw close.
Draconic flame stream. Draconic flame stream. Banner of the Reforged.
The threat is past. Let us move on.
Enemies nearby! Where am I needed?